welcome, namaste, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nela Maad. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be channeling messages from our beloved ancestors. And so if you choose to stay, please just take a moment to connect with your heart and to set your own intentions. May everything that I share and channel for you guys bring love, comfort, confirmation. All right? Thank you. And so, we're working with the energy of rosemary today. And rosemary is powerful when it comes to clearing, cleansing, purification. Rosemary is also very helpful for opening the channels to receiving psychic messages. I'm right away hearing crown chakra, okay? I'm going to take a moment here to just clear the energies. And so if you're open and receptive, may you receive this clearing. Clearing and cleansing and releasing any distortions and setting intentions to remove anything coming from any place, dimension, any person, anything that is not to serve our highest good. We open the space and we invite the ancestors. Thank you. Okay, we're good. Awesome. So here we go. Today is, let me check, the 4, May 4. May the 4 be with you. May the 4 be with you. 2026. Like I said, general messages. Thank you for being here. These cards are huge. Woo! Ancestors, what do we want to talk about? Okay. I'm hearing blessings are being poured upon you. It's time to see past the illusions, though. See past the illusions. There's a lot of purification happening. Crown chakra, solar plexus. Some of you might be feeling exhausted. Some of you might be feeling lots of energy in your head and a little bit of discomfort in your stomach, okay, or the feet. All right. So there's a knock. Hey, trying to get your attention. This can be about spirit wants to talk to you about something. For some of you, this is that you're overdoing, overworking. Okay, for some other of you, yeah, rest is needed. For some other of you, there's unexpected messages, change. I'm hearing upheaval or something that can just trigger you into a deep clearing and cleansing. So just go with it. Don't fight anything that shows up. Okay, I'm seeing the death card. So that's the energy of Scorpio, of Pluto. When we're talking about Pluto, Scorpio, a house, we're talking about relationships, shadows, the unconscious, loans, finances, debt, our partner's money, the money of other people that for some kind of way we're entangled with. So it's going to be about family, inheritance, judicial situations, investigations, or like aha moments and revelations to where you were like, oh my goodness, I just realized something. Oh, I've been negating something. I've been not wanting to see something, but it has been always there, kind of thing. There's also, yeah, the underworld, what still is lingering within the unconscious, any unconscious shame, how you change yourself, how we project unresolved stuff onto others. And so there's a calling happening. Okay, why? Because there are going to be revelations. And now it's important, okay, to have a perspective to where if I have been praying, because I'm seeing someone praying, prayers can be respond, prayers can be answered, thank you, sometimes with situations that come and just shake our foundations or reveal something about ourselves and something about others. And so it can be discomfort, okay? Here is the moon in Aquarius. Moon in Aquarius reverse. So within, there's a lot of change happening within. There's a need to open ourselves up to new learning, new growth. We're talking about expansion. How things I do impact the others. What do I need to learn? How can I use technology in a way that's consciously? What am I being guided to educate myself, to expand? Okay. Moon and Aquarius can be resisting things. I don't want to see it. I'm rigid. I can be a fanatic on my own beliefs, on my own truths. We can be using claims to justify the why we're resisting to expand, to grow. Okay, any resistance to learn, any resistance to technology, any theories of fear mongering, all of that with with the energy of the dead card that I'm seeing. I'm hearing Scorpio, and this energy of the moon in Libra. We have to expand. We have to clear our crown chakra and remove any fears. Okay, and it's a time for expansion. That's what I'm hearing. And so some of you might be feeling some kind of something want to stretch me, something is pressing on me. It just sit with it, like I said. Okay. Okay, wow. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Clearing the mind, cleansing our belief systems, anything related to old traditions that are no longer serving us in 2026. We must reevaluation of our belief systems. If I am making claims about my life, my beliefs, what does that mean? What does that looks like? Because we're talking about analyzing things, processing, and having to go deeper when it comes to how we nourish and nurture our mind. So, crown chakra healing, how we give and receive information. This is the energy of Gemini, and Gemini is going to bring questions and critical thinking. Okay, Gemini wants answers. It's not that, okay, I just say this. No, how is this impacting me, impacting others? What does that look like? If I'm resisting to change one thing, why? What is it? Is it fear? What's driving you? Because we have the energy of the moon, right? And as I am recording, we're navigating the Scorpio full moon, two full moons. Scorpio is all transformation. Here comes the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune reverse. We're seeking to close a cycle and another one begins right away. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune also speaks about how am I resisting once again the changes that I know I need, because Wheel of Fortune speaks of cycles of life. So in what cycle do I find myself in? What is this cycle requiring for me in order to really experience a sense of belonging, a sense of prosperity, a sense of reciprocity, a sense Okay, I am in the flow, I am in alignment, I'm learning, I'm excited. Okay, please speak to us about emotions, right? Because we're speaking about the mind here. The wheel of fortune though have lots of water because our beliefs becomes our truths. We becomes our reality, right? We start acting. And so if I'm suppressing any emotions, and if I still have some disappointment or sorrow or grief, if I'm still feel like I'm in lack and scarcity in some kind of way, or that I'm lacking within myself in some kind of way, then that water is dense, and so it's going to affect how I go about closing cycles in my life. Okay, so high priestess reverse. Mm-hmm. The high priestess reverse. So we need to go through, or we still are going through some kind of revelations. There needs to be some revelations. We need to reconcile with our shadow aspect. We need to understand the concept of duality. We have to also take into consideration that we are very complex as human beings, right? So removing any rigidity and or emotional attachments to beliefs or ways of doing, thinking, how we analyze, communicate, that might be hindering our fullest potential, because the high priestess will want you to get in alignment with your highest potential. Mm-hmm. Resources. How resourceful are you? How can you co-create something with creator that brings a sense of purpose, and that brings a sense of you living in alignment with your values and your own personal morals? But then we want to review that. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords reverse. So here comes creator, and it wants to pour clarity upon our crown chakra, but we still have some two of swords. There's indecision. Like I said, we have to reconcile. We must bring into a sense of healthy balance when it comes to our left brain, right brain, the spiritual, the physical, the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, the physical, in order for us to really find alignment with our truest potential. We have to go through a process of clearing and purification of all vessels. And so what I'm seeing happening here is that there are going to be revelations about where are we resisting to evolve, grow, expand. Remember that the resistance that you are, all the energy you're putting to resist in the form of narratives, claims, in the form of neglecting responsibilities, accountability, not wanting to see something, that energy is going to manifest in the form of situations. They're going to come. They're going to come and meet you, because nature, the creator, will hold you accountable for the things that you're creating. So think of you here, you're always sending informations, right? You're existing, and because you exist, you have a responsibility. And so have you become conscious of what you are creating? And if you are creating, how is that impacting others? Are your creations in alignment with the laws of nature? And then everything I'm hearing, everything start with you, your personal life, your personal healing, your personal evolution. Put my glasses. It just got really dark in here. This is Moon in Libra with peace. So there is also a theme of relationships. How you show up in relationships, your capacity to relate to others, to not just think about yourself. How are my choices and decisions impacting creation, impacting those around me? Am I inspiring positive change? Am I really in my embodiment? Do I embody Ace of Swords? Am I Gemini? Am I embody what I talk about, what I preach about, what I teach about? How am I embodying, right? Because I have responsibility. I am responsible. Like I said, nature will hold you accountable for the things that you create with your thoughts and your words and your actions. So there are also lessons here related to how you relate to the world. This energy of Moon in Libra is not just about your not just about um, romantic relationship, but it is about how my relationship with myself affects my relationship with others, with the world. And I can only relate to others to the level to where I relate to myself. And so, how much conscious awareness do you have about you, your light, and your shadow, the High Priestess? Then we have this Ace of Disc reverse, masculine and feminine. The masculine and the feminine are meant to be working together. They're always working together, by the way. And so they can be dysfunctional or functional and optimizing, or they can be together freaking resisting to work together. Okay. And so let me see the Tower. Ooh. And then we have Jupiter and Leo. Okay. So here comes the Tower. Is reverse. It's internal. This Tower is about your inner foundation. So the foundations of your physical vessel, of your mental body, of your spiritual body, and your emotional body. This Tower is coming to poof, get you cracked open so that you can then receive what the Creator wants to pour upon you. So Spirit is working through you, helping you remove resistance to closing a cycle to where there's been things that you don't see or you don't want to see. Sometimes we are unconscious about it, and we have to go through some moments where, like I said, nature is gonna bring you the resistance you're placing upon not wanting to look at things, and then woof, it's gonna bring situations. Okay, so there's an internal Tower happening, shaking our inner foundations, shaking our foundations, because what we must see it. And so our masculine and our feminine are, yeah, the Tower, sorry, is bringing a Tower for the masculine and the feminine, in order for them to really reconcile and find a sense of harmony, and not go to like the extremes. That's what I'm seeing. And this energy of Jupiter in Leo, right? Yeah, is victory. Is the six of one? Is this six or 6 of wands? It's about harmony. It's called victory because it's about harmony. It's about illumination. It's about how you show up in the world. How your within now gets to call in the reciprocity. And so if I have gained a sense of inner harmony and balance within my masculine and feminine, if I have come into a level of reconciliation when it comes to my duality and the duality of the world, now I can navigate life from a sense of I belong. I don't have to go to extremes. I know who I am, and I know that true expansion happens when I'm in the world, when I'm living life, not when I'm hiding from life. This is about merging the spiritual with the physical and understanding the sacredness of what it is to be here in a human experience, and knowing that yes, your essence is spiritual, but if you're here as a disc, you are creation, and creator desires to create through you. And so are your offerings to the world coming from a place of consciousness, or do I still are functioning from the old ways, from the old foundations, with the same perspectives, Gemini, Libra, relating to the world from places to where I'm distorted. And so, like I said, I can only see you to the level that I can see myself. And I want to add the aspect of light and shadow. If I'm in denial of my shadow, you know what I mean? All I'm going to do is just is look upon you and find your shadow and do the projection. And so there's a deep transformation happening here. There's a lot that is about to be revealed, and it's going to happen in the form of, like I said, situations. And so stay and remain very open. Let's get these oracle messages. Let's see what else wants to come. I feel very good about it. I'm about to burp. So you have navigation, your navigation system. How we relate to the world, our perception and perspective. Where are your perception and perspectives taking you? And what is the perspective and the perception that you're navigating life with? What are your beliefs about it? Who is driving you? What is driving you? Because as humans, we're very complex. That's what the ancestors are saying. Unpacking the narratives and asking yourself, how are you really navigating? And what happens when our spiritual, mental, physical, emotional bodies are in dissonance, when there's no alignment? So we might feel like in crisis or lost or confused. And so there's going to be a lot of healing about how we relate to ourselves and how our perceptions and perspectives are also impacting our outer experiences. Okay, this is where, yeah, there's a lot to see. Okay, we have passion, we have healing energy, we have learned the truth, financial security, and cast away negativity. So right here, cast away negativity. The serpent brings awareness. The serpent is the element of earth. There's a lot of people out there, when they see a serpent, they are projecting, for example, that's an example. There's a perspective, right? And there are narratives about the serpent. Oh, right away people think about being deceived. You're being there's deception, it's negative, there's gossip, you're being attacked. That's just one story, that's one narrative. The serpent represents the elements of earth, and how does the serpent navigates her, her how she navigates her life. Sometimes in water, sometimes in earth. So there's flexibility within, right? And there's a lot of intelligence. And the serpent is also a symbology for sacred wisdom. So cast away negativity. There's going to be revelations about earthy things, our finances, the home, the house, security, safety, okay? Passions, learn the truth. Here we go with this energy of Aquarius. There's going to be learning and growth. There's going to be a change when it comes to our finances and our security. I already said that. Passion and healing energy. There's healing relating to how we analyze things, our processes, the foundations of our minds, our belief system, and then there's going to be an awakening and alignment when it comes to our passions. That's what I feel. Anything else? No, this is great. That's what I'm hearing, and I'm just gonna keep it. I feel I'm just gonna keep it like the feeling. It feels good. So, anyways, thank you guys so very much for being here. I know, my readings. What I do is guided by the creator, the ancestors. I'm not here to regurgitate things. I'm not making shit up. This is about the real work because it takes a lot of courage, right, to go through the process of evolution and ancestral healing. So, anyways, may you be blessed on your journey. Thank you so much.